So let's jump into Johnny's account tune-up. We're going to start by reading everything that he's already broken down for us because he has a lot of questions and we're going to make sure we get every one of them taken care of because he is a tier 3 sub. So, sorry for the long message, but I will give my basic strategies and account general info here. Hope this is a good tune-up. Sorry if my English is not perfect. I'm Canadian or French Canadian from Quebec. Oh, we got a Quebecois. Account is active since early 2019. Okay, so a little over 2 years, not bad. Your relics, your glorious relics was looking to buy 400 each. So how many relics do you have total on your account? You have 800. That's pretty solid. You're getting maybe one Kiss Ghost and one other type of mysterious artifact. Not sure which. I don't like buying things like Kiss a Ghost with relics. I highly, highly advise against it. Let's take a look and see what you have. Glittery Kiss a Ghost is the max you absolutely need. There's no need to go past a glittery. Absolutely none. What there is a reason to go past is crowns. Crowns, it looks like you got a couple crowns, a couple punishers, another Kiss a Ghost. Yeah, I would definitely stay away from Kiss a Ghost. Don't touch that. You will get Kiss a Ghost in normal game mode or normal like big events and stuff because they give them away much more easy. You would be upgrading the glittery on ticks for HP regen. I mean, you already have one upgraded, which is all you need to get Sealand 20 if you are still working on that. Nope, you already got it done. Yeah, there's no reason. Absolutely no reason to go for more Kiss a Ghosts. Just cross that one off the list. Don't even consider it. Number 2, you're a low spender, mostly a senior privilege card holder. Less than $50 packs if you're interested in them. Following your recommendations, I now buy monthly senior in batch when I get the VIP rewards. Perfect. Yep. Whenever you get the monthly or the moonlight that comes like once a month for spending VIP points, this is the best way to kind of farm all that up right there because, I mean, you can just buy it out further. You could consider doing the regular privilege card too. I like it for the extra daily tavern quest since you get 2 team or 1 team and 1 individual. It's not that bad. I think it's decent. So I would consider it down the road if you want to. But again, the important one is this one. Because you get Sealand smashes and you get more Gate of the Void resources, which is very, very important. So Sealand every day, you buy 6 smashes. You should really only buy 3 of them. 1, 2, 3. Oh, it looks like you already bought a few of them. Oh, wait, you can buy, hold on, wait a minute. You can buy 10 total. So the last one actually goes up to 400 now. I thought you could only buy 9, honestly. I would highly suggest only buying 3 a day. The 3 a day for 100 just seems like one of the best values in the game. Once you go past the first 3, they go from 100 to 200 gems a day. After that, they go up to 300 for the next 3, and it looks like the last one, the 4th one, jumps up to 400 gems. It's really not worth it value-wise, in my opinion. I would instead buy more Cores of Transcendence instead with that extra 600 gems. Save up, get Cores of Transcendence from the marketplace every day. That's going to be a better buy, in my opinion, because Stellar Shards are very, very important. You still need a ton of Stellar Shards on your account. That should definitely be the way to go for sure. So that takes care of your Sealand. We'll talk about in a bit what you need to progress in. As far as food management goes, or sorry, Tower of Oblivion. Tower of Dreams every weekend, door 1 or difficulty 1. Yeah, staying on difficulty 1 is honestly the best strategy if you can use up heroes as well as clear nightmare stages, because that's going to be one of the few places you can actually acquire hard rock. Oh, I really like your Celestial Island. It's pretty. It's one of the few places you can actually get hard rock for upgrading this right here. And then, of course, down the road, which you should not be investing any in right here. Keep this at level 1. You don't need to. But that's the only place really to farm hard rock right now. So make sure you're doing either depth 1 or depth 2, whichever one you can do, with a certain number of up heroes and completing the nightmare stages. So as far as Tower of Oblivion, you're doing perfect. As far as food management goes, Man, Johnny, I really appreciate the way you broke this down for me. You just made this tune-up like the easiest I've ever had. I keep a lot of 3 and 4 star shards for events to generate a lot of 5 stars. That's perfect because if you're not participating in every single event, saving up stuff to fuse up, because you guys have seen probably next week you're going to probably have to pull like 55 star heroes. Kind of like we've had the past 2 months events. So saving up 4 stars and even just 5 stars in this form is good because then you're always guaranteed to get it. I wouldn't save too much though, because then you are holding yourself back on progress. So only save a certain amount. Don't over save, because then you're turning into a hoarder, and you don't want to be a hoarder because then you get punished for not having enough progress. So I try to keep a lot of 5-star foods. I have 5-star copies of old heroes. I try to build them to 10 stars. That's pretty good. I keep old hero copies if they become transcendent. I don't have the transcendent versions just yet. Yeah, no, that's fine as well. Oh, man. Yeah, see, what I would do is, since you have so many 5 stars, pick one or the other. Make sure you're getting, like, I'd just use all the 4 stars and maybe save some of the 5 stars up. Because this is borderline hoarding, and it's a little too much. A little bit too much. But yeah, keeping some old hero copies are good. Honestly, I feel like possible Transcendence heroes coming up. I feel like we could get like an Ormus or a Sigmund as the next Transcendence, to be honest. Those are the two that I feel like have the best potential of being the next Transcendence in like Fortress. I mean, like King Barton, Scary Berea, those type heroes that don't have uses anymore. I mean, Valkyrie. I could honestly see Valkyrie becoming a Transcendent. So keeping some hero copies of those type of heroes isn't the worst thing in the world. Next up, we have Gate of the Void. So Realms Gate, no smash on Realms Gate, except if I already passed the mining. I mean, that's better than a lot of people do. Most people just smash it out because it is a kind of tedious thing. You do need to keep pushing this up higher. You need to get this as high as possible. Make sure at the end of every level, not just the 5th level, but every single level, you are upping your difficulty to the highest and progressing further. The goal here is to get to 101 plus so that you can actually farm more Celestial Island resources. So that is what you need to do. Doing it manually is time consuming, but it is the most beneficial way of doing it. Try to do all dailies and monthlies. That's perfect. Next, heroes to build. Ooh, I like this part. Eloise, full E5 for Tower of Dreams. I envision replacing Horus with Eloise. That is a perfect game plan. I like that. That is going to do a lot for your account. The Eloise is also going to let you push a little bit in Shadow Sea Land. Not a ton, because you do need more artifacts. And that's one of the things we're going to talk about towards the end here. Upgrading Ignis to E5 for Abyss Sea Land. Yep, if you can get her up to E5 and then also build 1 or 2 more 9-star Ignis, that is what is going to be perfect for your Abyss Sea Land. We've had tons of videos on this. You do need more power and more artifacts though, so keep that in mind. Upgrading Drake to E5 for PvE. Yep, that's again another really great decision. The Sigmund, that is maybe save for a little bit just to see if Fortress is the next Transcendence hero and maybe see if he's a pick. But really the only hero that's not great on this account is going to be that horse, and you already have plans to replace it. So yeah. Yes, you can upgrade. So those of you who are watching that don't realize it, in Realms Gate, it's not just level 5 of 5 that lets you upgrade to the next Void Corruption. If you're on 53 and you finish any stage, it'll go to 54. If you then go to the new map, you do it to 55. Every single level will get you an upgrade in Void Corruption. That's how I got to, like, I'm already at to 120 since it came out. It's not that bad. But we do have to talk about your food situation and your 9-star situation. Is Eloise my next E5 a good choice, or should I upgrade, for example, Drake or Rogan? No. Eloise is going to be your best pick so far. Definitely going to be your best pick. I imagine all your sea lands are to 20. 18 on Forest, 19 on Dark. So a Rogan would definitely help, but also throwing the V4 on the Garuda shouldn't have too many difficulties depending on what other buffs you have on your account. Dark Sea Land, you need like 1 more Amun Ra, and you need to V4 this Aspen. If you V4 the Aspen, you have this Amun Ra, 3 more baby almond raw and work on like this carry right here, you should be able to get Sea Lane 20 done just fine, even with the artifacts you have, because you don't have like a ton of amazing artifacts, but you do have the potential to upgrade some crowns and things like that, and that's going to really help you out here. Should I change my guild? I'm guild leader, but my guild is stagnant. I may need to boot and make a move. I mean, reality, yeah, you should move to a better guild nowadays because you have the guild war rewards, you have potentially the ace championship. Granted, you're not really going to be in any ace championship competitive teams because you have a ton of heroes, but it's more like a late game account and not an end game account just yet. You have a lot of currencies for the different markets. Any suggestions? Let's see. Cores are good. What do we have? Scrolls, just save up. One of these events are going to be big coming up here, and that's when you're going to need to cash them in. If you ever have questions, definitely message me. Save with profit orbs. You could do a quad loop on one of these coming up if there's a hero you like or if there are bonus rewards. Keep at least 320 handy, though. Don't go under 320. Make sure you're going to have at least 320 constantly. Is my Sea Lane progression fine? Yep, it's perfectly in line with the heroes you have. You should be able to get 20 with both dark and the force factions. You just need to spend the gems to swap over your void imprints to the correct heroes, and then, you know, do those types of upgrades, give them the pay to win artifacts, all that fun stuff. And any tips to get in the next tier in void vortex? I just got to Valiant. Do I have the heroes necessary? No, you need sword flash. Sword flash. Honestly, this Vesa, I wish was a sword flash on your account. This account would be so much stronger in both Tower of Dreams and Vortex, and honestly everywhere, if you had a sword flash. You're only about halfway to the next one. We'll have to see how Aspen is, because you never know, Aspen might trump everybody else and be the better hero down the road. But there's one thing I do have to say, and that is the first thing we talked about were the pay to win artifacts. You need to focus on essentially just getting more golden crowns. Golden crowns are going to be the bread and butter for like every type of progression in the game. You already have a couple antlers canes and a couple punishers, so at the very least you could always make those glittery or radiant for pushing things like a sword flash in void vortex. But the one thing you need, and the one thing that's going to be the most versatile and helping in PvP, Tower of Dreams, especially Sealand, is going to be getting multiple golden crowns upgraded. You already have 2. I would most definitely use up any pay to an artifact chest you have, which doesn't look like you have a lot, but you do have relics. I would buy a golden crown every month for now. Just do that. Just golden crown. That's going to be what you want to start farming up. Get at least 1 splendid, then potentially work on a second one, because it's just you need it. If you want Sea Land progression, which is going to give you more food, which means more heroes, you need golden crowns. Save up your resources like your heroic scrolls, your profit orbs. Try to get bonus events that also give crowns or punisher staves or AMBs and stuff like that. That's going to be the most benefit. But mainly, I would say you are right on swapping out the Horus with an Eloise, potentially building up Drake as your next E5. The biggest issue you have is there's a lot of food. Like, you've already built an 8-star Eloise, which I don't like. I don't like. You have a lot of food, and you have a lot of heroes 6-starred as well. Once they go to 6-star, you better plan on making that hero food if you are building food. A lot of these are just fine because, like, yeah, you could keep the Jara, but you wasted a lot of food on her copies, even though you're not going to build a Transcendence Jar because you don't have the shards. You got another Queen, a Cruce, a Rogan. Too many projects going on at the same time and too much hoarding. That is going to be the big difference here. Is you got to focus on not hoarding as much and not building up too many heroes to 10-star. If a hero hits 10-star, that hero needs to be either built directly to E5, like immediately, or immediately fed off to another hero, in my opinion. So if you have any other questions, definitely let me know, because there's some work to be done, but you aren't too far off. This isn't like a horrible situation. We just need to focus you a little bit and get you those pay to win artifacts.